Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Haley, and today we're doing a tutorial using glitter, of course. So I did my video a little different this week. I'm putting exactly what I'm using on the screen, just so it's easier for you to know what I'm using. So the first color we're going in with is Makeup Geek's Creme Brulee, and this is going to be our transition shade. And then using the same brush, I'm going to be using MAC Saddle, but I'm concentrating this a little bit below where we just put the other color. The next shadow we'll be going in with is the Anastasia single eyeshadow in Fudge, and I'm taking this on a more precise Morphe brush. I don't remember the exact number, so I will have all the brushes I use linked down below. But I'm putting this more directly in my crease, way lower than the other two colors, just to define and make it a little bit darker. We are going to cut the crease, so it's okay if you get it on your lid. And then I'm going to take a big fluffy blending brush, with Burnt Orange from the Modern Renaissance palette, and I'm just buffing this out. And then this is where I'm cutting the crease, so I'm just taking, you can take any concealer. I think I'm using the Naked Skin Concealer by Decay, and then I'm just taking this flat WetnWild brush, and I'm just cutting the crease and making the shape that I want for this look. If you guys have any video requests, please leave them down below. I'm thinking of doing a full face using just drugstore and affordable products, just because I think that'll be more beneficial to people. Plus I use a lot of drugstore stuff anyways. I'm loving WetnWild right now, they're killing it. So if you guys are interested in seeing that, just let me know. But I'm just going back in with that precise brush and blending out the harsh edges of the concealer. And then we're going to take this TouchinSol liquid foil duo thing, and I'm taking the creamy side, and this is going to be our base for the shimmer eyeshadow. And there's definitely dupes for this at the drugstore. I mean, Maybelline has those color tattoo things, that would definitely work. Revlon also just came out with really similar packaging and things to this. I think that would definitely work. I do have one and I used it and it's really good, so I definitely recommend that if you don't want to spend a lot of money on a glitter eyeshadow thing. And then I'm just going to set that with Primavera from the Modern Renaissance palette. And if I was to do this over again, I probably wouldn't have done this. I probably would have left it with the other color just because I think it looked better with the look. But I mean, it still looks okay, but so this is just what I did. But if I was to do it again, I wouldn't have set it. And then I'm going to go in with the glitter. I'm using the Urban Decay Midnight Cowboy glitter. And mine's getting old. I'm going to have to get another one because it's separating. But I'm just taking this and using this to cut the crease. You know, separating from the glitter shadow we have on our lid to the matte colors we have above. And I just think it looks really cool. And I've been seeing a lot of this on Instagram. So, I don't know. I just kind of do it for myself and see what I could come up with. So this is what I did today. And then I'm just drying it because, like I said, it's separating. So it's all oily and stuff. I don't know what's going on. But then I'm just taking Vanilla Bean from Makeup Geek, and this is what I'm using to use for my brow bone highlight, and I think I take it in my inner corners too. So then of course I gotta smoke up my lower lash line, so I'm just using the same shades that we used on the top of our lid, and I'm putting them on my lower lash line. And I'm using a Morphe brush. It's a pencil brush. I think it's the 169, but that's probably wrong. I'll link it down below. And then I'm going in with the Maybelline brown liner. It's just a pencil sharpen up liner, and I'm putting this in my waterline. It always looks so painful when I watch people do this. Then I'm going in with the Baroque Eylure lashes, and these are probably my favorite Eylure lashes. They're awesome. They still look really natural, so I just really like them for everyday and glam looks. And then of course I'm using my KatVonD contour palette, using the middle shade. If y'all have any favorite contour palettes, let me know because I'm looking for a new one. I've used the Anastasia one too, but that's not my favorite. And I don't know if I want to purchase another KatVonD one, so if you have any favorites, just let me know down below. And then I'm going to take my NARS Laguna bronzer. I've been using this for a while too, so if you have any bronzer recommendations, let me know down there too. But I'm just using my e.l.f. Stipple Brush. Y'all, like I said earlier, WetnWild is like killing it right now with like all their new collections. And I'm using their Mellow Wine blush. The only thing I don't like about it is when you take off the packaging, it rips off the name. So like then you have to look up like what you're using because I don't remember. But yeah, you need to try out all the new stuff because everything is like pretty much awesome. And then I'm going in with highlight, and of course I'm using another WetnWild product. I'm using their Precious Petals highlight, and this highlight is really good too. I've talked about it before a couple tutorials ago. And I couldn't find my highlight brush, so I'm using like this, just a blending brush, but it's not my favorite obviously because it wasn't even meant for highlight. But yeah, so I'm having to use that, but it worked out fine. And then because I'm crazy, I used Becca Opal on top of this too. I just didn't show that. I'm like using way too many WetnWild products, but I really do like them. And this is their new lip liners, and this is in Bear to Commit, and it's just like a nude. But they're just like really creamy, so that's why I've been really enjoying them. And they work really good underneath liquid lipsticks. It makes them last longer and not be so drying, because a lot of liquid lipsticks are pretty drying. And then for my lips, I am going in with a liquid lipstick, and I'm using I got this when I went to the makeup show back in I don't even remember, June or July. But it's Lena Lash's Saint. And I didn't know like they made like makeup stuff, but yeah, so she has liquid lipsticks too. So I'm using the color Saint, and it's just a nude. It's really nice. They are kind of drying, but I don't mind it. I like the color. And that completes today's look, you guys. I really hope you enjoyed. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and give this video a thumbs up. I really have been loving, getting into YouTube. So yeah, if you want to see more from me, please subscribe. I love y'all, and I hope you have a good day. Bye!